Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be covering what materials we're going to need to level up the brand new KONOSUBA collaboration characters, which we know are releasing next week. Of course there are three characters. We do know that, well, we're getting Megumin, Darkness, and Aqua. Of course, if you've seen anyone say, oh, it's Lalatina instead of Darkness, they're the same person. You wouldn't really understand that unless you've seen the show, because no one ever actually calls it that, everyone just calls it Darkness. But yeah. Now we're going to talk materials we need, because of course we need to prep for this collab. Of course, if you are saved up on diamonds, you're probably ready to summon, you probably think, damn, what materials am I going to need? So let us cover those. Let me make sure I got everything I need. So of course, with the collaboration, I will get rid of the KONOSUBA thing in a second. It's just more or less just show that it's KONOSUBA collab. So if you can see, there are 4 columns going down. That is when, of course, we used to have 4 collaboration characters released with a collab. I made this during the Overlord first collaboration, so it's a very, very, very long time ago, before True Awakening, before Relic upgrades. That's why there's no Relic upgrades and no True Awakening on there. So the first, let's say for one character, you're going to need 33 SSR pendants. Of course, that is, this video is going to be assuming that they're all SSR. And there's no UR bases, we're just assuming everything is SSR. So, you're looking at 33 SSR pendants, 50 red demon horns, 80 grey demon wings, 80 Howlix ears, 145 Belmoth cores, 125 OG demon mats, 48 to 63 Super Awakening coins. You're running whites 48 to 63. For every 1 alt level you get, you minus 3 off of 63. So if you're 2-6, you minus 3 off of 63, so you get 60. So on and so forth, all the way until you reach 48. So for gold, just for leveling alone, and Super Awakening and all that, that is 3.4 million gold. Of course, that's not including True Awakening, which is another additional amount. And then, of course, it's 5 million for the relic, but that also doesn't include the fact that you can upgrade the relics as well, which are an additional 5 million per upgrade. There are 2 upgrades. It's an additional 10 million. So each character, you're looking at about 18.4 million-ish. Or if you look at the third one, an additional 30 mil, I believe. Yeah, additional 30 mil on top of that. So you're looking at about 55 and a bit million per for the entire collaboration, which is quite a bit. That doesn't include, of course, upgrading cosmetics. Upgrading cosmetics is extremely expensive. If we just find, I'm gonna go to like, that's Phileni. She's definitely got stuff leveled. This Eastern, she's definitely not got everything leveled. Cosmetics can get quite expensive. Bear in mind, they will have 2 of these SSR sets. They'll have one which is an event or purchasable with diamonds, and they'll have 2 purchasable with money-only outfits, and they will be UR, which aren't too expensive to level up. It's more or less the ones that require, like SSR, that are going to be the most expensive ones to level up. And you're looking at, like, not only a lot of the material, which being 90, but you're also looking at 2.7 million gold, which is normally where a lot of my gold does go when a collaboration comes out. It goes mainly into upgrading their outfits, because of course I do get every outfit because, well, I can, and it's always quite nice to have, because the characters can always come back into meta every now and again, because that's just how it works. I'm sad I didn't get Rimmer's outfits, but you know, I wasn't expecting him to come back into meta, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, as we know, that collab is coming. Make sure you are prepped. We can also do a sort of guess on what race they're going to be. Okay, we can guess Megumin and Darkness are going to be humans, and of course we can guess that you know, in the show, Aqua's goddess, right? So you can prep the True Awakening material, being of course 100 of the goddess crystals and 200 of the human crystals. Of course, with the new Demon King exchange, you should be able to reach that maybe even just a little bit quicker. If you're running low on one or the other, you can top it up a bit. And with that, when it comes to the True Awakening materials themselves, so the little True Awakening tokens, I think they're what they're called, how I normally get them is I go to the shop, I go to coins, and I normally spend either my platinum coins or my gold coins. As you can see, I've got none at the moment, on buying these. Solely because, if not, it is 12 Super Awakening coins per True Awakening crystal, and you need 3 of them to True Awaken a character, which is an additional 36 Super Awakening coins, which, if you're totaling up for 3 characters, can get quite expensive. It's an additional 108 Super Awakening coins. So if we bring up this, you can see that in total the Super Awakening coins could cost you for 3 characters 144 and about 189. Realistically, 189 on the higher end, because let's just realistically say you're going to get everyone 1/6, and then you want a True Awaken on top of that. That's additional 108, and that takes the total closer to 300, which you don't really want to do that. Okay, maybe for one or two of them you don't mind it, but that's the reason why I recommend spending your gold coins and your plat coins here. Of course, only spend them if your characters are 6/6. For example, if you have dupes for characters for the platinum coins, don't put them into here. Use your plat coins on the characters for the GP points, for the box DC, and then if you've got anyone 6/6, put them in here. That is what I do. Of course, as you can see, it's quite expensive. It's not very cheap, but it does make it a lot cheaper in the long run, and it's something that I've been doing probably for like the entire year at this point, where I've just been, doing this, making them and trading them in, because it means when it actually comes to me True Awakening the characters, the newest festival or the newest collab, I'm making at most maybe 1 or 2 True Awakening coins, compared to having to spend an additional, as I said, collab, and I've only got enough for like 1 with worth of True Awakening coins already. That's an additional 72, which can get quite expensive. Especially bear in mind that like majority, or let's say all of our festivals now are UR base, which means that's a minimum of 84 Super Awakening coins. Sorry, a maximum of 84 Super Awakening coins, and then you put the True Awakening on top of that, that's 120. So make sure you do have all the materials. Of course, that's just assuming that they're all SSR. Netmarble could completely throw a curveball and make them give us a UR base collab or an LR, because if it is an LR, it is going to bring the price up quite a bit. I highly doubt it, but once again, it's possible. They might try and spin things up. We do know this collab is going to have a lot of things that the old collabs don't have. We're getting a story again, which we've not had since, I actually want to say since like KOF, which is a very, very long time ago. No, that's probably wrong. Probably ReZero. Yeah, it was ReZero last time we had a story. But yeah, if there is an LR, it's going to be quite expensive. There's additional 36 SSR pendants. With that, we could also sort of maybe guess the attributes. It's something that's only really, I believe, guessable. You can only really theorize, I'm not going to lie. If you go off their themed colours from the show, Mega Moon, of course, would be red, Aqua would be blue, and Darkness would be like green if I was to go off attributes, right? But once again, we had Song, who was our first Dark collaboration character, so there's nothing stopping them from making Aqua a light collaboration character, which would also be pretty cool, and it would actually be quite handy, so you wouldn't have to deal with like type advantage and type disadvantage. You sort of have that sort of type neutrality and still be able to put good damage, which is something I would like to see, because I went straight past it. Song, once again, first Dark character, so we could possibly see the first light collaboration character as well. I would like to see some sort of synergy with Aqua and humans, even though once again she's a goddess, but I would like her to maybe get the human/goddess role. I would like her to have both, even though I know it's kind of greedy, but I feel like that would probably be the best way to have it, because if Beru can work with Song, even though he's unknown and the other one's human, I would like to see that with goddesses as well, because Shadow saw had a little bit of a clause in there so he could work with his teammates as well. But no, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are able to prepare for the upcoming collaboration. Goodbye.